I know, I'm just wondering.
there.
There's another old chart.
Just have to find out what day the press day's on and yeah, get in touch with aliens. I used to do that with the BAFTAs and the Brits because I always like being on red carpets and stuff. So yeah, I used to phone ahead and say, can I swap and do that Tuesday or whatever? Oh, look at that, another red carpet job for me. But now I don't really recognise anyone in red carpet, so it's got too old.
Well, I don't recognise, well, I forget faces and names all the time. So. If they get it. If they don't, they just walk on, don't they? And, you know, yeah, exactly. Yeah. I'd love to be on that job. I've been trying for years to
Right.
I could never get on it. Which one have you got?
Maybe some guy got Skew. It's one of those big cricket guys. I don't know his real name.
Yeah, I did say
It's quite an awful nickname.
Was that a nickname or an actual name?
Yeah, everyone calls it. Yeah, he's one of those engineering people that works out all this RF stuff. But yeah, fire shows quite good. We have really nice catering usually that we can buy into. It's a manic day. They won't let you take the truck out because they're all
lots of wires. Yeah.
You end up wasting time.
Don't run around in it.
You're last minute at 5. Well, the chuckle part. So that's not that very. It does, but for some reason today it's just needing a little bit of manual tweaking. You've got to be really accurate with where we are in position on Earth because it's not a GPS. We've had to tell it exactly where 149 degrees, 54 seconds or whatever. And perhaps that's not absolute, or perhaps it's not exactly
it's definitely not exactly.
yeah, the phone doesn't work so well.
Actually, you don't want to get anyone else.
So you can use a spacer to get the phone slightly away from it.
Get the shade. Can you see that? Is that? You see the telescope just there? So
Did you look in the sun?
it's a smart telescope. So instead of having to look through the telescope, it sends the image onto my phone, the screen. So you can see how the moon is taking big bites out of the sun. You see that?
There's some sunspots.
Yeah. In fact, if I zoom in, there's a really big sunspot there spinning on. That is a huge one, and that's only appeared yesterday.
Good morning, gentlemen.
Sorry, don't come back. If you could move away, if you don't mind, because you'll be getting
I'm old
away.
school. Old school projector.
Sorry, yeah, if you could just move away from there, because you'll be getting away. Thank you. Well, I will if no one smashes my telescope.
Well, even a slight touch will put it totally.
Well, yeah, exactly. I mean,
Measuring north is actually. Oh yeah, of course.
yeah.
Yeah,
Anyway, yeah.
but earlier it was down that alleyway.
There. Think about that. That sunspot is, you could fit how many Earths?
We're not moving it now.
Well, every sunspot.
No, it's actually, yeah, I think it is quite
so even
quite
like
not
the
north.
little is over here. So I mean, I don't know.
Well, oh well.
10, 20.
It's like, so Paul and I had 3 phones.
Yeah, I've tried to put that bag there because if people are getting close, they're going to sort of get in the shadow. Yeah, that shoulder's just getting. He went to grab it.
Once and you got to reset the whole thing.
I mean, you can't blame the child, but when he that's sort of attitude. Anyway, but
And then my other phone was the same. Like,
and you don't often get to see the moon.
took an average.
Something like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Cool.
Okay.
Oh,
That's alright.
what'd you do?
That's alright.
Enter.
Yeah, it just says view objects. Right, there it is.
One of those little black tiles.
What did you do? You did enter, and then
Just enter, and then do it manually.
what? It goes to a menu to say.
So it's always on CERN.
Yeah.
If you hit enter now,
Yeah.
it says view objects, and it goes to where we've told it the CERN
Right, so-
again.
So enter to yes, view object.
Yeah.
I already had a kit coming on grab it. I put that onto the photo.
Oh, nice. Right, it's not quite like
Your
that.
job is done.
Right, that'll do, I think, for a bit. don't know. That looks near its maximum, doesn't it?
I wish I could just look up at it, just look without anything.
I know. I haven't even looked through glasses.
Oh, yeah.
You could, but you would only do it once.
Yeah. Did you look at it on the telescope?
Was that?
Did you look at the telescope up there?
No, I saw that wooden thing earlier. That was
The
quite
guy's
effective.
got a telescope over there that you can look, and it's a red. It looks like so you should run over and take a look.
Really? Yeah, we'll go and have a look. That sounds good. Yeah. Do you remember? It was a partial.
I imagine.
It was about 30 years ago.
Oh, then no. Yeah, I'm 26. So, wasn't even thought of. I remember going out from a chemistry lesson. And I would have been in high school, so I would have been 14, and some kind of eclipse was happening. I remember, everyone ran out with these.
It was partial, but it went pretty dark, but weirdly cold as well.
Oh, really? That's the same.
Who's doing this next one?
Oh,
You going to fight over it?
don't mind at all. Is it the same kind of thing? Or
Well, it's longer because we're going to go at 10:02 past peak, which is at about 11. Okay. So it'll be 10 minutes with our two guests again who will grab. There'll be a bit of that going on. There'll be more looking at it this time, won't there? Because you'll need to refer to it.
Is the whole thing being recorded?
Yes, I think they are recording it in the
So we
truck.
can.
We can do bits and bits. I
Because
would have
it
liked
was
to do
gonna
a
move,
time
isn't
lapse,
it?
but it's been a bit.
That's okay.
Yeah.
I think we'll
Rob's
just.
got a full thing. Yeah. But also, if we didn't want to do a whole time lapse of it,
Keep on putting this on and looking down at that, which is
the
normal.
feed straight from the observatory is bang on static. That's what the live made.
Oh, is that just always on the
Bang
sun?
on, really good.
Yeah.
Full
Okay.
frame. So we might as well just, as soon as we're here.
Okay.
But I think it's nice to demonstrate to people that they could buy this kit for not too much money and be an astronomer.
Yeah. Yeah. No, it's fab.
So tell me about the kit.
Well, I'm not really an astronomer. I'm just one of the BBC team. I'm just an engineer. But they said they wanted to do an eclipse story, so I just
But the
researched
back
what kind of
bit,
kit you need,
like,
and
how they fix this.
and so yes, this is a solar tracking
Yeah,
thing,
but
but we'll do any celestial event.
I
You
can
do lunar
have a hand
tracking
waiting at the top.
or other stars.
Okay.
You can get cheaper ones. These are about sort of £120, but they just didn't carry the weight of this camera, so I had to get a slightly bigger one.
Right.
It's
So
about-
you've got a mirrorless something or other.
yes, that's right. Yep, yeah. It's a Sony A7 camera.
Okay. And the lens is
200 to 600 millimeter lens.
Okay, not
Got a little
particularly
doubler
big.
in there. Big bit of ND just to block out most of the sun.
So your ND filter is what?
It's just on the end here.
A 15.
It's
15 stop.
600,000. I don't know what that would be in stops.
Quite big then.
Yeah, it's like a welding mask. I couldn't
Yes.
see anything through.
No, I bet you can't.
And then yeah, the tripod.
Oh, it's the cloud.
Oh.
No, it's the cloud. Okay.
And
Sorry.
the tripod, yeah. So you've got to set it up pointing north. I think the idea is you can look through this little telescope to line it up with
Right.
celestial,
Yeah.
North Star and a few
And
others.
there's some
and
sort
then
of 3 points there.
Yes,
Yes.
exactly. You know more about this
No,
than
I
me.
don't. I've just
You
been to
do.
some of the Flamsteed lectures and picked up very small bits of things.
But of course, we couldn't see the stars,
No.
this morning. So we're just pointing it as far north as as accurately north as we
Okay.
thought this morning. And it's not quite bang on north, so every so often I'm having to use this control just to get the picture back in frame of it.
Oh, okay.
Um,
So it should follow. Is that right?
Yes.
Yeah.
And it did yesterday in the car park of our office. When we set it up because we knew exactly where north was. But yeah, it does all the sums.
It's fascinating, isn't it?
And then we've had to tell it our latitude, longitude, and our altitude, interestingly as well.
Okay. And
but
how
I
do you
think
find that? Could we do
I just Googled it. I mean, being an observatory site is quite well established.
Yes,
you know, where
they can
it
tell
is,
you where
where
you
they
are, if nothing else.
exactly, yeah. So, but
And that's the result. Like
That's
you're,
it, yeah.
So you're constantly streaming, or what
that's
do you
right.
do?
We're sending these pictures back to the BBC, and
So this is taking a video.
it is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, none of this is actually recording because the battery would go flat. We're just recording it in the satellite there, and sending it back to base, and they're recording it. It's actually on our live page, you know, the BBC News live page, but the observatory are putting out a picture,
Yes,
and
so
it's not
they're-
better than ours, so
yes.
that's the one that they're all using.
So they're doing a live stream.
Yeah.
It's not the same as looking at it real.
No, it's quite amazing to be here and actually watch it, isn't it? It must have totally scared people, you know, back in the
You
day. before
imagine
these
you're
things
Galileo
were
and suddenly something takes a chop out of the sun. Assuming you could look at it,
Ali
work out how to look at it without being blind. So presumably some people had to go blind in order for them to work out the needed something. So it was Galileo who discovered that. That's how he ended up being in. So Galileo was sort of around about Henry VIII's time, so it's about 400 years ago.
like modern maths. I think how we worked it all out.
So I think, I don't know either, but I have a feeling that a lot of our maths comes from the likes of the Greeks. And I thought, you know,
But then to have a bit of
I don't know what it is, but I don't. So a lot of the maths, I think. And then of course we didn't really know where we were, because this was built to discover where we were.
Roman numerals then, was that, you know, I guess in Pythagoras' time we must have had Arabic numerals.
I don't know.
I just don't think integration with differentiation
Or if they did, they wouldn't have called it that. They might have had a theory about a theory.
Right, yeah, that makes sense.
I don't know, I'm making it up.
What do you do? Are you education or science?
No, I was an accountant
Oh, wow.
once upon a time. I just find this fascinating.
Where are you? Okay.
And I just live across it in a village.
so maybe I'll start.
You want to do it this time?
The last time I see it was 10 years ago. It's changed
And then you find these lovely, these amazing astronomers. So the Flamsteed Society, I am a member of the Flamsteed Society, but only the Flamsteed Society. So they're the Flamsteed. So after the first astronomer from the Royal, so he was. How much is
You know it.
So,
Yeah, you know
so they are
stuff.
so they are
Testing
associated.
my knowledge, absolutely.
So they are associated with they're an amateur society, but they're associated with the observatory. So they get access to a lot of the resources, but they have to do certain public outreach type things. So, and they're lovely, and they are so generous with their time. They're so enthusiastic.
Yeah, it's really great to get young people involved and interested in this kind of thing. I mean, it's not really like a dead science, you know, still discovering things about space and astronomy still.
And you see stuff, don't you? So, you know, just seeing, you see pictures of Saturn and the rings, and then you see
Yeah.
it's like this, isn't it?
Yeah.
So seeing the sun with something about the
Yeah. That's right, I think you can see Saturn's rings from Earth, can't you, with the right scale?
from central London. So these guys have shown it to me, it's standing on black ink.
I think I've seen it too, actually. Yeah. When I was a child.
Anyway,
Brilliant, lovely speaking to you.
enough of your time. You carry on tracking yourself,
Thank
making
you,
your sun
yeah.
move.
I know, I'm not concentrating, am I? I'm letting it move. Yeah.
Just little bits.
Yeah. Yeah, it's it's certainly needing a lot more moving today than it did yesterday in the car park. But,
Okay.
it's fine, though, isn't it?
But still so much less. Like, the first time, you could physically see it move.
Yeah, it's definitely doing something for sure. Oh, the cloud cover came over for a bit, and I thought, oh, I'll have to try and open the iris, and then I didn't know what to do, so I didn't.
Oh yeah.
But it must, is it here, the iris, is it?
So the iris, it is on mine, but on this, because this is on your PW Hire, it's this.
Okay.
So that's your shutter, and that's, I have it the other way around.
Right. And what would you do? Would you have done iris? Or
I would have iris stuff. Yeah, I wouldn't have tried, because it's video. As soon as you touch the shutter, I mean, it won't make a blind bit of difference to that because it's not moving quick enough. But if you change it, yeah. That's so cool.
Isn't it mad?
I know,
Isn't it mad?
So cool.
Yes, I'm going to be talking. It's almost at its peak, about 30% of the
Exactly.
Yeah. It's up to you. Yeah, that's nice actually. Yeah, good work. So you might just have to turn around every now and again to have a look up and
You look so great. Oh my goodness.
Yeah, it's just really bad for reflections, isn't it?
It is. I mean, it was okay though. I managed to get an okay one just then.
I wonder if I can use this as a bit of a lid or something.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, they look really quickly.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you.
You're welcome.
Thanks. Hi. How long till we're on? My sound is breaking up. If I'm on this mic, is that better? I'm going to be. Hang on, what should I do? Should I use this mic or? I'm going to say it's clouding up a little bit here. Just use this one. Yeah. How long till you come to us?
What is your look?
They said the mic was breaking up during the live earlier, but It's a person. Right, let's work our way out then. Just use stick. Okay, so kind of go around there. They've got much better eclipse in green. They're getting the green. They get a better.
Just flying from this from another telescope stuff. So, Bobby said the solar filter is attached at the frame.
Sorry, Nick?
Bobby said that the solar filter is attached to the frame.
Oh, it is, yeah. It's just a neutral density one there. Might have another one.
Yeah, that's a nice straight edge.
It's just like a welding mask.
Literally
It's
what
crazy.
like,
You
that's
can't
why
see through it
I want
much
to go
at all.
like
but,
kayak around like icy islands.
but it was quite
Just be
cheap.
like, yeah, very with fog.
I think it was about £20 or something. 15 or something. I don't really know much about this. I'm just, I just helped set it up. So
You're streaming.
it's part of the same BBC team. So we are sending the pictures back to London for the live page. So
He's just like, you're like,
and then during this live, we mix to it in the truck, so the viewers can, at home can see that image.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So basically, how do I get rid of C1?
Give it a come on to review. Yeah. So, it's one of these buttons. Come out there, I think, or is it?
not necessarily like, it's just, and also I couldn't find where this was.
Okay.
Yeah, okay, you can just
I think it's going to be quite hard to film.
It is, yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm
with
still
the,
here.
with the crowd. I'm ready.
Oh, idiot. Did you guys both do astronomy or physics or a mixture between the two? Or?
Yeah.
Me too. A long time ago now. People think it's a dead subject and it's not, there's still things happening in
Sorry,
the world.
I put it behind me. Sorry, how long's quite some time? It's astronomy. Just to give a rough idea. About 10 minutes,
Yeah. I went to a lecture at the Royal Institution last month about electron microscopes, and that's fascinating as well. That's just happened in the last 50 years or something as well, isn't it? Incredible.
Also, I used to work in like more condensed matter physics, where we can place like single atoms where we want them to be.
It's actually got its phase.
So,
Still, you can still see it when you say that. Just most of
Okay, here we go.
foolishly did it in the wrong order. I think I took the glasses off and then moved away from the sun.
It was just like,
Yeah, not quite such a good eclipse as Greenland, but here we've got about 30% of the sun covered. It's coming up to its peak here, and it's just a spectacular sight really, seeing the sun appearing as it crescent, the moon taking a little nibble out of the side. And we've had really good weather here this morning. I mean, it's hazed over very slightly in the last few minutes, which is kind of typical of these sorts of stories. It's still a lovely view to see. And the views are different across the UK. In the Outer Hebrides, it's about 57%. In the southeast, it goes down to 28%. Of course, this is weather dependent, but it has been a lovely day there so far. Now I'm joined by two guests, Anna Gammon-Ross and Brian Lanigan, both from the Royal Observatory here in Greenwich. What do you think? How's it been looking to you?
Oh, it's so exciting. I mean, we've had such a lovely, lucky, sunny morning so far. As you say, we've gone over a tiny bit now, but still patchy enough that we can still see through it. So it's so exciting that it's worked out well for the weather for us.
And the crowd's here too. I mean, that's a really nice thing about this. It is that kind of connection between us and our little place in the solar system.
yeah, it is. It's really exciting. It's something that everyone can see. You just need a pair of Eclipse glasses or a projector or something, and you can see for yourself the moon passing in front of the sun. This thing that we always associate the moon with the night, the sun with the day, but it's not the way that it works. Our moon goes around us, we go around the sun, and at times it all lines up so that one covers the other, as it is right now.
It's a fantastic view. No, it's great. I mean, the one thing that's really, really important to say this, you should never, ever look directly at the sun. So can you, if you are at home and you want to pop outside to have a look, how do you do it safely? There are different ways. I mean, the glasses are small.
Yes, definitely. So you can see we've got our sunglasses. So that's what we've been using to have a look at it. We've got same with our telescopes, filters that go inside to keep our eyes safe. But there are much more simple methods that you can use. People can go outside with colanders, hold out to the sun, it will project the shape of the sun onto the ground. Or we actually have something fake here, a pinhole camera, just one sheet of card, a hole in it, line it up with the sun, and it will project the shape onto the ground. So it's super cool.
I mean, my favourite method actually, and I didn't bring my colander from home, is to use a kitchen implement and you can project those little circles. And I should also just point out while we're here, we've got our special tracking camera with a solar filter, of course, where we can actually get a live shot of the moon covering up the sun as it happens, and it's a really nice way to see it. I'm just going to have another little feeling game. It's very hard to resist, and we are coming up to the peak here at the moment. I mean, even though it's just a third of the sun being covered, it is still a lovely sight to see. I've never been lucky enough to see a total eclipse before. Have either of you? What's that like?
Unfortunately, I was in the wrong hemisphere in 1999, so I did not see that one. Did you see the one in Cornwall?
I was very young. I have a vague memory of going into the garden with my mum and making something which I assume was like a pinhole camera. Such a vague memory, but still a very exciting one to have. So very lucky.
I mean, talk us through the mechanics of this. I mean, this is all about a serendipitous alignment, isn't it?
Yeah. So our moon is way smaller than our sun is, but it turns out that it's also way closer. And because those ratios are the same, it looks about the same size in the sky, which means that if they happen to align from our perspective, then one can block out the other. You can block out the sun, which is really just amazing. And I think what's even more amazing about this is the fact that 30% of the sun is covered, but you can't tell. You wouldn't know unless you were explicitly looking for it, either using a pinhole projector, a colander, also my personal favourite way, or with the Eclipse glasses. Like it really is. It takes place over many hours. You can see it kind of gradually occurring, but during a total solar eclipse, it can seem quite sudden because it's only once you get almost all the sun covered that you see any difference. That's why it was often seen quite a scary thing, because there wouldn't really be any warning. It would just be all of a sudden the sun is covered, it goes quite cold, the birds go quiet, and then it comes back out again and everything's all fine fine again. So I think it's really exciting that we can, nowadays we know what's happening. We've got telescopes, we've got all sorts of things tracking it. We know what's going to happen, we can get excited, we can look up and actually just enjoy it as opposed to being scared of it. I think I just really like that.
Yeah, no, that's really, I mean, yeah, as you said, this is different. You know, it's still just as bright here, unless you've got your glasses on directly.
Yes.
You know, taking a look, I mean, directly only with your special eclipse glasses, I should emphasise again. I mean, it feels really special when this is happening, but actually, eclipses aren't that rare, are they?
Yeah, overall there's sort of one happening at least once a year somewhere in the world. What makes it sort of more special is the shadow that the moon casts on the ground. It's pretty small. So if you're not in that right place to see it, you're not going to see it. Us being UK, quite a small country, not as often that things do line up and we are able to see the shadow. We're in a lucky sort of period, so next year there will be another partial eclipse. So if you've got bad weather today, there will be another chance next year, and even more of the sun will be covered during that time. It will be a little bit closer to
And that's actually the one next year on the 12th of August. I think it's going to appear around sunset, and that's going to be about 90%. I mean, and actually, if you go to Spain on your holiday, you're going to get a total eclipse there. So I mean, that will be quite a special one to see. Can we learn from eclipses? I mean, they're amazing events to witness, but you know, is there anything we still need to find out about the sun, for example? It's still quite mysterious, isn't it?
Oh goodness, yeah, there is so much we can learn about the sun. I mean, we've only recently sent a solar probe to actually go kind of within the sun, if you will. So talk about how the solar probe touched the sun is something I really like that. But when it comes to a total solar eclipse particularly, it very much is interesting scientifically. If you think about the sun, it's very bright, obviously, but there has an atmosphere around it as well, which is really hard to see because it's obscured by just how bright that central bit is. So during an eclipse, when the moon is in front of that bright central bit, the exterior, the atmosphere of the sun is a lot more visible. So that's really exciting. It has some beautiful photos as well, amazing astrophotography opportunities, but really amazing scientific opportunities as well.
Yeah, and the crowd certainly are out here today. I'm going to take the opportunity, I don't know if you both want to do it, to have another little look to see how we're getting on. I mean, it has clouded over a little bit here, but I think we are coming up not far off the peak moment of the eclipse, where we see, I think here in London it's 30%. It's slightly different timings depending on where else you are. In the Outer Hebrides, it's going to be about 47%. In Northern Ireland, in the west of Wales, over 40% is covered, and I think Dover is the least. It's just 28%. I mean, Anna, tell me what happens after this. Presumably, it just sort of drifts away.
Yeah, the moon just carries on in its orbit. So for the moon itself, nothing kind of special has happened. It's our position of observing it that makes it seem special. So it just carries on orbiting around. Yeah.
And that's, I mean, the rarity thing is kind of interesting, because I mean, one of the questions I always have is, if it's all about the moon passing between the sun and the earth, why don't we get these more often?
It's a really, really good question, and it's all about the tilt of the Earth. So our moon orbits around our Earth, but at a slight tilt, so it doesn't always exactly pass between us and the sun. So it passes between us and the sun, but if we're thinking about just how tiny basically how accurate the position has to be for the moon to directly cross in front of the sun, that's really, really accurate positioning required. So because of that, it doesn't happen every single year. It's sort of it's somewhere between us and the sun, but that exact coverage, that only happens rarely.
And eclipses are kind of addictive, aren't they? I mean, some people, they go eclipse tracing around the world, you know, trying to experience that total eclipse. I mean, this is a little bit different today. I mean, I have to say I'm enjoying it greatly, but a total eclipse is a really different feeling, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. For those who've experienced it in a bit more detail than my vague memory, people always say such wonderful things about how exciting it is to have that whole sudden everything going dark, the whole atmosphere changing just around you, and yeah, the feeling of it. I can see why people get very addicted to chasing it around the world, definitely.
And there are examples of it in history, aren't they, when eclipses first appeared, where people people were actually quite freaked out by, you know, the sunlight suddenly going.
Yeah, well, I mean, to be fair, I think it is quite a scary thing, even when you know what's happening. And people read this sort of thing. It's quite eerie because it's something that is so not what you expect. I mean, the sun is one of the constants, even in the UK. I know it's maybe not always visible, but it's always there. And so for it to suddenly not be there when it should be is it can be really quite spooky. I mean, it's fine. It's really great scientific thing that we can track all this. We understand exactly how it works. But that doesn't change the way it feels sometimes.
I'm going to get you both to put your glasses back on again for a second because it feels a bit unfair chatting to me rather than having a look at the sun. But just, Anna, talk us through what we're seeing at the moment. Kind of where are we in this process?
So we are coming up to the totality, at least from here in London. I said totality, referring to a total eclipse. Of course, we're not seeing the total of the sun being covered, but the maximum coverage is 11:07. So yeah, basically just a couple of minutes from now. Yeah, very exciting.
And is it always the case that a nibble is taken from the top of the sun during a partial eclipse?
Depends on your point of view. Depends on where you're looking at it from. It's a bit difficult. I feel like I need a third hand to hold things. But yeah, if you think about the shape of our Earth and the sun and the moon, and sort of draw lines in space to, you know, sort of, I'm looking at it from here and through the sun, through the moon to get to here, you can kind of see how, depending on your position, depending on the moon's position, that will change what part of the sun is obscured. But yeah, right now we're getting some great devil horns, so it's pretty good.
Is it devil horns?
Devil horns. I've had that thrown around. It's sort of little sharp points coming up, which is quite cute, I think.
I mean, you can't really see it with your glasses on, but the sun is really active at the moment, isn't it? And there are some spots and that sort of thing. I mean, just tell us about this sort of. Is this a particularly active period for the sun?
Yeah, so the sun goes through a period of about 11 years, where within that cycle of 11 years you'll have a maximum point where you see lots of sunspots, so those are darker bits on the surface of the sun, as well as lots of prominences as well, and there'll be a minimum period of that as well. If you are using some sort of solar projector or something like that, even with something as simple as that, you can actually see the sunspots for yourself, so if you're out there with solar scopes or anything like that, you might actually see some of those details as well, which is very exciting.
And I'm just going to go over this again. It's just, I mean, if I was watching, I would just have a quick look outside, but just tell us again about how to safely do it right. It's really important not to look directly at the
It is really, we cannot stress enough, do not look directly at the sun. If you do not have access to eclipse glasses, then you can use a colander, which is, I think, the best way. The reason why a colander is so great is because it's full of these tiny little holes. And so through each of those little holes, you'll get a projection of the sun onto the ground. Or you can go even lower tech and just get a piece of card, put a hole through it, and then you can line it up with the sun and see the shadow of the sun just on your hand even, and see if I can get it to line up. Bring it to line up well. So you can see how there is, it's not a full sun, you see a little bite coming out of the bottom of the projection. That particular projection reverses. They turn it upside down from our perspective. So you'll have not a circle, but you'll have a sort of little squashed bit with a bit taken out of the bottom, a little bite taken out of the sun, bottom, top of the
Yeah, it's lovely. I mean, it's great to have the sort of the low tech and the high tech with the cameras here. Well, look, I'm going to take one more look up. It is a bit hazy here, but you're still getting a fabulous sight through glasses here. I have to say thank you very much to our guests, Anna and Bryony. It's fantastic to hear from you. And yeah, I mean, it's going to be carrying on, even though it's just going past its peak quite soon. The eclipse, the partial eclipse will be happening about midday today. It's a little bit different depending on where you are in the UK. And it is just a fabulous opportunity to give you a little bit of connection to where we are in the solar system. So I'm really just trying to have a little look.
Try to sort of
Thank you.
We haven't moved. Really? How's that actually?
Well done, you two. Well done. You kept it going.
Oh, it's up over here.
You know the point when I asked me about the history?
I was
like, when I said to you this morning,
Fair enough, you know, we don't have the tools to really go.
Well done, you two. Fabulous. That was really nice.
Yeah, sorry, I read the devil calls yesterday. I was like, I can't say that, but I'm so. It really does. I can see you. It does look like little devil calls.
Yeah, no, I saw it still in it. Yeah.
Oh, I see what you mean.
Yeah,
That's it.
exactly.
As it moves across.
I was imagining something about yes.
And I'll take it back.
We'd like that cute. Oh no.
No, they won't say now. They just meant now.
I thought they could
It's only the tripod.
Shall we?
It's on a tripod and I'm fine with that.
Box.
One. I mean, there is one. But not, I mean, it's... Well, it's probably now. So 1, 2, 9, 1.
Yeah.
And we're going to...
It is.
Directly from the source.
Yeah. Is that? I mean, it's
Oh, it looks so good.
You've got it. Yeah. It's so good though.
It's, yeah. Ours is in the astronomer's garden, and it's live on YouTube as well.
Do you fancy, we're from BBC News, do you fancy just asking what you think of it so far?
I think they've already done it.
This
I
is
mean,
our
BBC has done it.
camera.
This
This is the picture we've got.
Yeah, just quickly.
The three of us.
Should we review together?
Yeah, come. Yeah, sure.
That's right, we've tested it. It's not quite pointing north, I think, so we're still having to adjust the geometry slightly, but it's still pretty good.
That's amazing.
Yeah, so I have the glasses back. And then there's some other demos of stuff as well, actually.
What's this for, this machine? Because I want to get one for school.
Solar tracking tripod. So this is about 600.
See it on the phone? Do you mind if you have a look?
Oh yeah, have a look. We're also
You see? Amazing. Yes.
we're doing some quick little interviews for BBC News. I don't know if you fancy once we're seeing what you thought of the eclipse. It'd be very quick. We're just going to speak to these ladies first, and then
Okay, yeah.
hang there.
Speak to the ladies first.
Do you want to have a go of our camera?
It's amazing, yeah? Eclipse.
I need to check that these are your children, and
Yeah.
I would have permission for them to be on camera as well. We'll do that just before we.
Okay, no worries.
No, I think they're going to. They're just going to stick around.
Yes?
Okay.
Where are we going first?
These ladies.
Great. Hello.
Okay. And just tell us what you thought of the eclipse today. Oh yeah, and you got down there. Just tell us what you thought of the eclipse.
It's absolutely amazing. This is the first eclipse I've ever seen consciously. I don't think I've the atmosphere is amazing. I love how everybody
Yes, it's only a partially to get
I'm thinking of it.
Have you tried specifically starters for the Okay, that's great. Thank you.
Yeah, how have you gone?
Hi. It's just to ask you what you thought of Are you there now?
Yes.
I've checked.
Yeah, good. I just need you check.
Let's just go.
Alice is behind. It's really nice.
Yeah, okay. Don't rush for me. Okay, thank you. Yeah, let me show you what I've got, and then yeah, so I've got it here. Try to strategically, just make sure the show is but yeah, try to strategically
Just trying to come in. We don't know where the piece of the case is. So there she is over there.
yeah, I zoomed in, but that's the
Probably that's it's coming in really hot. It's fine for those chats.
Is it? Sorry, I can hold it not
Sally, who's just been low.
Yeah, but it
shouldn't. Because even just talking to somebody, you'd be surprised when someone's going.
I find that quite tricky.
And it's hard.
Usually with kids it's not so good, I'm fine, but you know when you're sort of running out of ideas and you're
Yeah,
kind of like,
yeah, I think, oh, that's amazing.
that's amazing. Let's take a picture of my nephew. Annoyingly, it started it stopped the uploads.
Both of them?
Yeah. Yes, he is.
Oh no.
Yeah, let me grab it. To quickly do this one again.
Yeah, nice to meet you. Before we do that, just be a minute.
who was sitting behind me. Hello, this is Becky and this is Annie. Hello. So,
Just mind the shot.
Oh, sorry.
Is that okay? Okay. About here.
That's great.
Yay. What's your name?
See what they're filming on there. That's the picture.
What did you like about it?
Yeah, I know.
Have you looked at it live? Have you looked at the sun directly? Do you want to use the
No,
filter?
we've seen it. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. That's amazing. And we looked at through the other telescope. That's also amazing.
Yes.
Yeah, they have
So you can see the reflection there, you can see it in real life there, and here you can see it on camera. It's exciting, isn't it?
It is. It is.
Looks like it's taking a big bite. So this one is on, it's streaming to somebody's phone who's just gone over there, so I'm starting it.
Oh, really?
But if you go a little bit further up, so this way.
What I meant was, if you could,
This is.
for my, can I borrow this?
Yes, that's what I was trying to offer you.
Have you ever seen?
No, I said she had seen it. I wanted to try to take a picture of it.
So you need.
Do you want to say something? Do you think you can say that?
Proper photo. Yeah.
That's a good reference.
You're right. Given that
It's spot on. It does look like a black man.
Get one.
For next time.
Next time.
Yeah.
On the BBC Tea Time News.
Yeah. Spot on.
When you get home,
It's on early.
bananas before, so you might have to watch it then. Thank you.
The next one is this.
What?
And once it passes, do you want this to be to still features?
This?
Yeah.
No, because if this finishes, this is done.
Right, okay. Yeah, that's fine. But it's just Rebecca.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah. Oh, you've moved off anyway.
Have fun. I'll see you later.
So does it not track?
It does. It's just because we're not on true north.
Okay.
Because we had to fudge it.
Joe, can we do one more?
Yeah, I'm just going to line this up and I'll be right with you. So you have to nudge it every now and then. But yesterday, Kiffer, you could see it just moving with your naked eye. It wasn't tracking at all. But this has gone like quite a way now. Right.
Alison, I might go to a cafe.
Yeah, go.
Go on
Fine,
outside.
yeah, sure. We've got an hour and a bit.
Yeah, I'll probably take the time.
All right.
It might come down, it might be lucky.
You see the sun just yeah, in fact, if you can move your body, yeah. I suppose that's the problem. In fact, you know what? Our glass is over there, and if anybody wants to look, where are you? Okay. What I'll do is I'll put them over there. You know, there was somebody else who might come in. I had quite a few, and it's just like...
Just having a bit of a backdrop. Yes, I have mine as well, it's great. Oh, thank you. You just need to
Great, you've been out.
I thought you both enjoyed it.
Isn't that lovely morning to come up here? It's so nice. I love to do that. Yeah, it's got no drive.
Yeah, I think so. That's enough. Yeah. Excellent.
Are we going to do a little sort of spin around the world? This is what it looked like in Canada. This is what it looked like in Canada had like a really near full.
Yeah, 92 I think
Yeah.
in Canada, and I think Greenland was.
We will if we can get the pictures.
They've all gone into Jupiter because the live pages had them and done a bit of a click around, so they're there.
Paddy back at base. I mean, I guess a spin around the world is probably better than a spin around the UK, isn't it?
Yeah.
Given that all the countries covered in cloud.
If we were to, like story-wise, if we were to base here and go and just a little sequence of it,
No.
like this is.
I mean, I mean, it's standard television news bulletin.
Oh yeah.
Practice.
Oh yeah, straight up and down.
Yeah.
145.
Yeah,
In you go, out you go. Is it 145?
I
I
don't
knew
know.
it.
It won't be much more than that. No, it's well, I mean, it is. You could have written this package last week.
Yes, certainly could.
Okay, I think
We've got all the elements.
Yeah. like this. It looked like Pac-Man.
Great.
Yeah, it was good.
Great.
It's really
It's right.
It looked like
It's right.
Pac-Man.
I like
Yeah.
it now when it's in the middle. That was good. It's nice now.
Yeah, it's right at the top now, isn't it?
Yeah, I like that.
What should I write? Radio and not give them the boxes.
Yeah.
It's too hard to get them sent.
Yeah, it's okay.
I like your renegade.
And also you need to spread your clothes. There was a lady. Russell shoot our loads of
Well, no, I mean, it's for one. So,
yeah. Don't hold it by me.
How you feeling? I think ibuprofen's what I want, because that is the thing that.
Oh,
I mean,
now because it's starting yeah, that's true.
maybe I'll send you a picture of my
It's been a partial success for a partial eclipse. Yeah, it's just, yeah, it's just the only thing that's irritating is just nudging it. And I think that's to do with us not being bang on north. And I think somewhere in the, it's not quite, yeah. Because we had 3 different compasses going that way, so I think it's just getting the arc slightly wrong. But I mean, it's only a nudge. It's tracked it all the way from there to there, so I'd say it's a success, just with the odd nudge. Pay rise?
With the camera, tip-top compass should come with it.
Yeah,
so
it's,
you
yes,
can,
absolutely
yeah.
should. One that you could just put on the
on
there.
there. Yeah. Part of the kit. If it's reliant on finding.
Yeah, if that's mega important, yeah. There's a thing, I think at night, so because this is under there's an actual telescope built in, and then through that viewfinder you've got the Big Dipper with 4 spots on it. So at night, if you line the Big Dipper up in those 4 spots, with that going up, it's bang on. But in the daytime, obviously, that's a bit more difficult. So I think, and considering it arrived yesterday, I'm considering it.
Yeah, but if you will go too, you might work out how you.
I think I'm gonna say a nice goodbye to this after today and leave it with somebody else. Yeah, quite. And go back to.
They were both saying that.
Oh really? Yeah, well you can do wide 4K and it, yeah. It's a way of doing it. It's not as pretty as that though. Yeah. Oh no, and like you said earlier, the amount they spend on Yeah.
What are you guys doing?
Yeah, same. Yeah. For such a bit of kit, yeah. I mean, that alone, that's like $2.5 grand or something ridiculous like that. So that's $2 grand. You'd think that was the expensive.
It's a lovely day for it.
It really is.
There you go, that's a bit horny. That looks like a little pussycat's face. Look at it now. The pussycat's face. You could draw a little face on it for a day. Easy.
Can you remember what her nephew's called?
He had it on his badge.
Jack.
Jack Smith Care. Hang on. Here she is. They want to come in, I think.
I love that speaker.
She's round there, but she ran away. Because the angle's changed as well as it's sort of moving in its orbit, so where it sort of came from that angle as it's turned, it's now sort of, yeah. Yeah, so that is actually
Oh wait, she said, have you finished with it? She said to give it to me first. Okay. Yeah. I'm going to show you. What should I say? 1 point from Jack.
Which one's upside down?
Well, they've got the one which I assume is from...
Yes, yes indeed. Yeah. I promise.
Sorry.
I'm not going to.
It's not mine.
No, I know. No, I know.
What is it?
That's it. It's a telescope on a walking phone.
I have to say in London. Oh yeah.
Okay. Get that.
Oh yeah.
Probably going to try. It's alright. I'll just get the try.
Hello. I'm Sophia. Hello Sophia. I'm Marina. So we're with ITV and we're just trying to get a shot of them. Yeah, we're just a shot of that. It's quite nice. Yeah. So our registration is, yeah, 18, which is not like it's keen on. It's like French time around.
Yes.
It's like a couple of Oh, okay, so I don't have to do it.
Yeah, I won't talk Ellie's not, then maybe she'll watch it for a minute while I show you the...
Exactly.
Yeah, it's very crowded. There was a brief bit.
Yeah, I think you work at the Royal Observatory, so... Which I know, definitely now know you.
I don't, no.
The live stream, well, the thing of it is,
You're not doing any kind of time lapse, are you? Is it just a shot?
yeah.
Just nudge it into the centre for you.
Oh, yeah. Right, thanks.
Oh, right. Okay.
So glad I rushed up. That's the actual Really? Yeah, 104 years. Find out when was the last. I'll come by here and get you. I'll tell you that.
I'll be here.
Okay, I'll come.
But that's actually our choice.
Of course we can. Not on only the weather, yeah, not only. Not only, darling. Do you want it towards the side, face that way? Yeah. Oh. Not me. No. I think one of you guys, no? I think one of the three of you.
Oh, that is a good idea.
Sorry, I wasn't thinking me.
Well, why not you? Sam.
And you as well.
No, you.
No. I'm not having. Actually, do you want? Actually, should we face? You want to the other way?
Oh, yeah.
You take a couple off later. And is she on your own?
No. With that.
Do you just want one of you guys then now?
Well, you can have one with the other. Yeah.
No. Well, can't you hold it?
I can hold it. Okay. But I still want to get off. No, I don't.
Beautiful girl.
Yeah,
no, I don't
they
want
do.
it.
Oh, please.
I'm really not a photogenic. If you really want
Me
one, but I
neither.
don't think.
Yeah, come
Here you are, I just saw.
Absolutely. Oh, and
Of course you can. I'm worried that I've put all the equipment now.
So this is photo.
It's the sheet bed.
cheekbone. You've got the cheekbone for it. She's got that. She's got like cheekbones for line. Not just always getting photos.
Lovely.
Can actually we have one of these back? You take one in your phone and send it to you.
Oh, that's cute. Hang on.
I don't have my glasses, Sam.
I think they're in my green bag. I've been holding these all the time.
Oh, right. So
we can pack away now. We can all go for a coffee.
Keep hold of these, Sam.
You can have them.
Aren't they the most stylish shaped glasses?
Yeah, stylish.
Sorry, I just looked at this. Wow. So the show is almost over, right?
Yeah, it's good.
And so this and this are essentially the same.
Yeah. That's just taking a bigger picture.
View, okay. Thank you very
We're
much.
done for the day now, so yeah. Sorry.
Don't have to
Here
sit
for
in the
another
van and
hour.
edit until the 6 o'clock news, do you?
No.
No.
Eek, sorry.
Good. No, fine.
Well, have a nice day. Nice to meet you. Yeah. Lots of pops and
I'll look out for it. Can't wait.
well, it's on socials.
Nice to meet you.
Nice
Glad
to
you
meet
enjoyed.
So this is we sort of set up.
And your
Oh, that's all right. Don't worry.
on your telescope.
That's all right. And it's all aired on TV.
Oh, is it?
And so is all the Greenwich stuff. So if you want to drop it in the edit.
You need security.
That's it.
Take this back. I'm already here, I might as well just go back and see because I put it up. Yeah. Yeah, it's alright now. So I got oh my gosh, this one. Still. Right, thank you very much. Are you sure we should actually? Yeah, I think later. Yeah. One of us can just do that. Yeah? Did you get fired? It is suddenly clear
Yes.
It's really easy. But now you don't know it. It's just kind of the guy with the he told me that they when I get to my city, I'm meeting in 2 minutes. Basically, we're just not
I'll only be there for a minute. We're just having Do you see each other?
We see Caroline's in Greenwich. Where are you moving? Where's that?
Yeah, just don't get
What's the name?
Into the mall. And the gate for this.
Okay, give it name. Oh, that's brilliant.
So what that's if it's different, yeah, I mean that's like this one, I mean it's
You're buying, well done.
Oh, that's so nice. Yeah, if you've got bad knees, it's just not worth it.
Been exciting.
Yeah. All of these events are always exciting.
Can you see anything on this side?
Yeah, have a look. You can just, it's just coming to the end now.
Mira más perro aquí. So what rig do you have set up here? Hi, I'm Bobby.
Nice to meet you. From BBC. So we just have a 16mm lens, max, big 10,000 ND filter on front, and it's just going straight into our monitor. This here.
Pero todo esto lo documenta.
Did you start filming 9 hours ago?
Say again? No, that's just a time code. It's telling me it's 9 AM. It's wrong. Ignore it.
I was like, wait, how long have you been here?
So yeah, and this tripod tracks the movement, so it keeps it on the shot because it knows where we are and it's just tracking the sun.
I'll come back and grab you because I'm all about PPA and stuff like that. You have a Raspberry Pi running at home?
I have no idea. I'm no astronomer. I'm just a cameraman. Not a clue.
No problem. I'll come back in a bit.
Também uma cavalo.
Oh my god, that's really
Ainda chegamos a tempo. Não, eu não sei porque isto diz ali que são 9h13, portanto eu acho que eles podem estar a partilhar o que já foi gravado. Sério, para mim. A menos que ele já esteja a gravar há 9 horas. Pode também ser isso. Onde é que está isso? Ah, é? Sim, é. Ah, não, isso é outra coisa. Pois, são 9 horas e 13 minutos.
Yes, definitely. See you later.
Is it moving away now, or is it
So yeah, it's just coming through towards the end. So it started just about 10 o'clock this morning. So it's
How far did I go through then? Was it?
It got to about here. It was quite a big.
Oh right, it's almost half.
Yeah, it's quite good. I think here it's about 34%.
Okay.
I don't know anything about it. I'm a cameraman, not an astronomer. So that's what I've learned today. 34%.
Bianchissima.
That's an impressive setup, by the way.
I know, we got it yesterday. We had to learn how to use it. Yeah.
No, you can't do it like forever once you know how to do it once.
It's a shame it only happens once every
Guarda, provo a mettermi dietro che facevo lo sfondo scuro e io riuscivo. Però aspetta perché c'è uno con Sorry. Dimmi dove devo mettermi così magari ti copro. Tipo io da qua riesco a vederlo.
Io lo vedo da così.
Prova a mettere.
Sì,
Ok, vedi così.
Ma prima sono riuscita a fare le foto. Salute. Così. Raga, ho fatto la trombetta.
Sto sentendo.
Vediamo la modalità di scatto.
Somebody should be in the truck.
They want one of them.
Well, it should be Kipper.
Bello, vediamo.
It's a bit of a rubbish screen. It glares too much. You get too much.
This is amazing because you wouldn't see that otherwise.
Yeah.
So it's really good here doing this. Oh, it's got his meat.
So this is your gift?
Yeah.
Amazing, thanks for letting us.
No, it's all right. So we're here. It's actually for the BBC.
Oh, right.
So we're here. We bought this yesterday.
Wow.
None of us have any idea about how astronomy works. So we spent the rest of yesterday trying to figure it out.
Wow.
We just about got it.
Yeah.
Came here today, rigged it up, and then we've been doing lives, and we're editing a package for the 600 News tonight. So you'll see it all on there.
Nice.
But yeah, no, you're welcome. It's not. We didn't expect people to come and look, but it's actually quite a nice way of seeing it as well. So it's quite nice. Public service broadcasting.
The finest.
Thank you so much.
No worries, take care.
Thank you.
Okay, yeah. You're looking with the weather, aren't you?
I know, tell me about it. While we were testing it yesterday, it was cloudy as well. She had to keep going in for cups of tea and coming back out. It's ridiculous.
And also, I bought that car. To be honest, I'll probably bring my car.
Somebody let Ali out to the truck. She's trying to get Kipper's attention, but he's not listening. Did you know they want one at 20 past?
Yes.
So, yeah,
I'm just going to record in this radio thing.
Yeah,
And then we'll do the one, and then we'll just
bash it.
bash it. Get it done.
Look, you can't ask for much for better days at work.
It's quite, I mean, I have enjoyed. It's almost going, isn't it?
Yeah, it's just disappearing.
Oh,
You know, so
I do quite like it. I don't mind the clips.
No, because
There's not loads to say about it, that's the only thing. It's 20-minute live. Actually,
what did you get in your ear? Did they just say, keep going, we're loving it?
no, they didn't say it was silent. Until they stepped back to the studio at the end.
Es que ves que brigas se llama así.
Anyway, but I like that tag team of astronomers, they're lovely. So.
Oh, the two?
Yeah,
they're
really
brilliant.
good. Yeah, they're really good. They're really nice and they're enthusiastic.
Yo tomé unas y fuimos a de Grecia.
So, is it a 1300 you've got?
Yeah.
You're doing an 1800?
I think I'm going to swap it for some boxes. I haven't done the boxes now because it's too much faff to send them in. So we'll pick them and then send them
I think, yeah, if you're going to reference this, you might have to just say it's just disappearing in your next live. It might actually already be gone.
I think it'll be gone. It goes here.
Not dead.
Exactly. I can give you the times from my nerd sheet.
There you go.
Fine. It goes. No, it's midday. It's gone.
Is it? Okay.
It's gone. It's just finished.
So what are we seeing? It's finished in real life, and then there's a delay, 8-minute delay, light from the sun. Is that right? No. Why am I still seeing it?
No, because this is complicated because your moon you're seeing us now, because it's not very far away.
Yeah.
The light from the sun has taken longer away, so the light being blocked by the moon has taken longer. But what you're seeing is now, because you're seeing the moon actually, not the sun.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah. So actually, you're seeing. Now I'm thinking about it. You're seeing both stuff that happened a bit longer ago and then
Is it possible to have a look?
Yeah, just have a look on that screen there.
Yeah, look, come and have a look at the screen. Look.
Can you see it on there?
Yeah.
It's just finishing. It's just the tail end of it.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
Up top there.
It was right. It was right across it earlier.
Why is that? Yeah, because all that come from the other side. So
Oh, did
got it. Yeah.
Why is that?
That's the eclipse.
I bet you see
Don't
it.
look at the sun though, look at it on there.
I am. What's it
I'm
again?
the cameraman, so I'm not an astronomer.
Yeah, you can't look at it up there.
Professionals over here.
Look
I'm
at it
just
on
here for
there.
the telly.
Yeah.
Because you look at the sun, it makes your eyes go funny.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
don't
look
look
at
at
it.
the
Move it does.
Look at it on there.
Have you got through the glasses yet?
No.
But I've got
Do
sunglasses.
you want to pass them around?
I got
Probably
glasses.
just about see it if you have a look
I
at
can look at the sun with these
With
on
these
there.
on, yeah, they're fine.
without it.
So put them on first and then turn your head.
It's really tempting to do
yeah,
though,
yeah.
isn't it?
And then if you have a look
It
up.
is to do. Yeah.
Can you see just a little bit?
Yeah.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, that's real cool.
Hello. You got sunglasses. You got glasses.
Take your sunglasses off. Have it up there. It's next to me.
I want two.
It's real cool.
Cool, isn't it?
Yeah.
You can't. Oh yeah, I can see you.
Just a little bit.
Take your glasses off, Josh.
It was so big, it's space.
Yeah, it's cool, isn't it?
Oh my god, guess what? What light, space.
Yeah.
I can look. My favourite planet is Saturn.
Oh yeah? It's a good one. It's a good one.
But what they had a giant light, that's Earth. It had a giant light.
Yeah.
That's a good day.
Bobbins, isn't it? It's cool. Yeah, make sure they're on first. I don't want to be responsible for that.
Finishes midday, doesn't it? Something like that.
Yeah, midday. So it's just any time now. It's just disappearing.
Maybe back
Well, give it back to the man.
Here you go,
Thank you very much. Hope you enjoyed that.
Yeah, it was really good. Like I say, we got like a start-up telescope.
Yeah.
But we'll go up and look and can see space.
They're good at night, aren't they? When you see all the stars and stuff.
Yeah, we got to train it on like Venus and Saturn.
Yeah.
I guess what? I
Just
guess.
go to the loo.
Yes.
We're going to do a hit at 20 past.
Perfect.
Keep us fine.
Yeah.
We've lost Natalia. So if you see Natalia, grab her.
Okay. All right. Nice one. I will.
You tell her why you can't look at the sun.
Because it'll burn the back of your eyes, which is what all of the light hits the back of your eyes, and that's what makes you be able to see. It'll burn a hole in the back of your eye, and then everywhere you look, there'll be a little black spot. So don't stare at it.
It's really tempting.
I know, but and what I did earlier, I put the glasses on, I went, oh, that's cool, and just took them straight off. Yeah, you've got to be careful.
Yeah.
Thank you for that.
That's all right. Have a nice day, guys.
There's some technology there.
I know, man. We'll do. So I'm with the BBC, so there'll be a piece on tonight at 6 o'clock.
Yeah. Okay. Even the BBC said, look at the news at 6.
Yeah, so I think it's about 20 to 5 today. We're doing a piece on it, so you'll see a little film about it. So yeah, you see it on the news.
You come in, it's got that might be filmed.
And you can say I was there.
Yeah. We was there, 2025.
Nice one, guys. Have a nice
Cheers,
day.
guys.
Nice
Thank
to
you
meet
very much. And you.
Take care.
Yeah, I think it's just.
It's all flying apart.
Let's go.
Amazing. It's over.
I haven't done. Something I'd like to do in the future.
Ah, you're here. There might be a live at 12:20.
Good to know. Okay, thank you.
I've got mine, but Kipper's found his as well.
Hi.
So there's one in the van.
Well, I have lost my bottle of water.
I think the social girls maybe thought I was there. I heard them going, is this mine? I think it's mine. And I said, it's not mine.
She's so cute.
I know.
How's it going? All right?
Yeah, not bad. I think it's just passed through, so
Yeah,
that'll be
it's
me done and time to edit together.
So what you're going to do? You're going to sort of
Well, because it wasn't bang on accurate, I don't think a time lapse is going to work to see it through. So we might have to take the Greenwich feed, but also because it's for the 6 o'clock news, we've got all these voices and things we need to get in. And what do you think? That kind of stuff. So
Right.
get all that in and turn it around before 20 to 5. So that's the next challenge.
It's been good fun, though.
Very good fun. Yeah, it's been great. I've loved it.
Talked to a lot of people.
Yeah, it's nice. It's always, I mean, that's the best thing about this job. And you learn about this. You learn a little about a lot. It's good. Surface level info on nearly everything. It's really helpful.
Wow, yeah.
Yeah, but absolutely no depth of knowledge in anything.
I don't believe that. I don't believe that.
Fantasise about going to America because I've got a friend.
Yeah, sure. So, yeah, I was asking you about what's inside here, but this is just a regular screen, isn't it? All right. Okay.
It just takes a HDMI.
Right. Okay. 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 No, it's nice setup. I haven't seen a screen like this, but
Yeah, I think that's just to stop me,
yeah,
looking at that all the
yeah,
time.
yeah. Okay. Nice. Nice, good.
Yeah, you can.
Sono fantasma!
I mean, that box there with, you know, these glasses with water and it's cost.